Man, how much you gonna charge me to ice out Jesus' teeth?
That's a good question, man.
Was there conversation about these hits on the PRE rappers?
Yeah, really quick with doing all the talking, like, you know, just telling who out here to pray, how much everybody had on their head and stuff like that. And Juke just like agreeing, like, you know what I'm saying? He made her take our phone outside first before he started doing any talking.
Who all was there for this meeting at Quet's house?
It was just me, Quit, and Juke.
You, Quet, and Juke.
He really wanted me. I had pulled up about some XPs and Juke was already in there.
Gotcha.
And Quit had started talking, you know what I'm saying, like, you see right here, and Juke like, hold up, my phone's outside. So he set our phone outside.
And came back in?
Yeah, nah, Quit took the phones outside in church. Me and Juke was already in hell, but Quit came back in and started talking.
At that time when you met with Juke,
I thought you was gonna let them hear the music. You letting them hear the music?
Uh-huh.
But what you doing?
Letting them hear it.
What you doing?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
I thought you was gonna let them hear the music. You letting them hear the music?
Uh-huh.
But what you doing?
Letting them hear it.
First thing first, when I wake up, I brush my teeth and roll up blunt up. Roll up, I'ma bitch, you got that Make some noise for the nigga. Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? We finna get right into a salute true. This is now retired Terrence Dabney. The first one, well, the one that controlled the crime scene from November the 17th, 2021, the lead detective. Mr. Dabney, Terrence, has a shady past within the MPD, in which we all have came to realize, most of you all out of town, but for the ones that's Memphis natives, we already know the whole damn majority of the MPD is corrupt. And Sergeant Lieutenant Dabney is no exception, as we're about to get into. Now, let's take a brief look back at the crime scene, because you're about to hear testimony per his mouth, Dabney, Terrence that is, when he was asked, did he control the crime scene? He said, yes. We all know that's a damn lie. Look, Maurice walked all through the damn crime scene. And that's another thing. Not so much about Maurice, but maybe, remember I told y'all in the last video briefly that Cornelius testified that Orange Man Quit, Hernandez Govan, specifically told him that somebody from the crime scene called Quit and told him that y'all left some blood on the damn crime scene. Somebody from the crime scene. Let that marinate for a minute, because somebody from the crime scene called Quit personally on his phone, one of his two phones, and told him, one of your guys got shot and left some blood on the damn crime scene. Who could that be? A lot of people has speculated that Maurice had the cordless phone, but as we're about to find out, we heard Big Moochie Grape say he got somebody in the MPD. Matter of fact, everybody knows somebody in the damn MPD. Big Moochie Grape testified that somebody, a police officer, went up to the window. We seen him turned around and called Big Moochie Grape and said, yeah, that's Dolph. Now, who could be the one that caused Now this has to be true, because how would Quet know that they got shot with it before they even called Quet? How would he get all this information if he don't know nothing about it, right? Now we as y'all about to see, Dabney, like I said, it's just another one of those, in my opinion, crooked MPD officers over the years. What else has he gotten away with? To me, he's on payroll, as you're about to see, because he didn't go to Pressure World. And damn it, how many times I'm showing y'all the photo of, I'm True Results showing y'all the photo of Orange Mountain Quest standing inside the gate at Pressure World. Why didn't Dabney get the damn surveillance from Pressure World? Why did he not want to get introduced to receipts from Quet sending Cornelius and his girl to go get the car cover? Where is the text messages that they didn't show between Cornelius, from Cornelius' testimony saying that, where's the phone call logs from Quet calling? Where's all of that? When Quet called Cornelius and told him he could pull up one more time after Cornelius just left picking up his damn cell phone. Where's the surveillance footage from the cameras on Quet's house that shows him going in the backyard getting Cornelius' phone out the glove compartment? Where is all of that? That's what I'm telling y'all. Now let's take a little look at the couple of these clips, and I'm gonna introduce y'all to lying ass on the payroll. Yo got his family, and he from Castalia too, y'all. Wow, just like that other nigga Vato, Super CMG from Castalia. What's really going on? Let's get it. Here's Sergeant Dabney a few years ago. True.
Action News 5 at 10 starts now.
A Memphis police officer has ended up on the other side of the law. Terrence Dabney is accused of driving drunk and crashing his car early this morning. WMC Action News 5's Jerica Phillips joins us live with the story. Jerica?
Well, Kanji, when Dabney's fellow officers arrived on the scene, they say his eyes were bloodshot and glossy. And although he refused to be tested for alcohol, they say he was later charged with drunk driving.
A 15-year police veteran assigned to the organized crime unit was arrested Sunday morning. Police say just before 2, off-duty officer Terrence Dabney crashed his unmarked city vehicle into a 2007 Dodge Caliber at East Parkway and Walker Avenue. Police described Dabney as having slurred speech and needing objects to keep his balance.
According to this affidavit, a witness told police that he saw Dabney fall out of his city vehicle and could barely walk.
The driver of the other vehicle was found to be at fault and cited for improper right turn. Dabney went to the hospital in non-critical condition and was later charged with DUI, reckless driving, and refusing a breathalyzer test.
Well, you can expect it from anybody, cops, anybody else.
We went by Dabney's home in East Memphis, but our knocks went unanswered. Neighbors were surprised to hear the news of the arrest and offered a word of advice for anyone considering getting behind the wheel after drinking.
Just don't drink and drive. If you're going to drink, just stay at home. It's not just your life, it's everybody else's life. Could be your family member.
And Dabney was released on bond earlier today and is set to face a judge on Monday. We'll be there and let you know what happens. For now, reporting live.
You're actually from Memphis, aren't you?
I am.
What neighborhoods did you grow up in?
I grew up in Claiborne Homes, Cascade.
And Claiborne Homes is downtown Memphis?
Correct.
And in the Castalia neighborhood. And we've heard some testimony about the Castalia neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Dolph at all?
No, sir.
Older, is that right?
Older, much older.
All right.
Possibly around 1. by the time you get the call and travel to the scene.
By the time you get to the scene, are there uniformed patrol that's already there?
It is.
Are there medical personnel, things like that,
Yes.
already there?
Yes.
When you get there, what are your duties?
My duty is to gather fact information from the reporting officers, delegate other investigators to do, canvass the area for video and just handle process the scene.
When you arrived on the scene, were there people around in the street and everything?
Yes, there were people everywhere.
Everywhere?
Around.
Were there officers attempting to control the crowd and keep people off the actual parking lot of MEMPHIS?
Yes, it was.
And was that being done?
Yes, it was.
Were there a lot of bystanders and everything looking on and everything else?
It was.
Stand right here, face your honor, raise your right hand.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So, Mr. Johnson, you understand that we're at the part of the trial now where you have a right to testify or not testify on your own behalf?
Yes, sir.
But if people thought that I was gonna be rushing and dying to get up out of Memphis for safety reasons, then they just don't know me. Because if you know me, then you know I ain't ducking nothing but some bad pussy. So, I mean, I ain't saying I'm no big bad wolf or none of that. But I come from an environment where the only time I'm running is track in high school. Like, that's the only time I'm running. So it just ain't in me to run. And it might be stupid, it might be dumb to say, but I'm just not wired that way I don't even want to know how I feel to be able to look myself in the mirror. Man, you left the city because some niggas was looking for you. No, that ain't finna happen. If I'm gonna leave on my time when I get ready.
Paper route motherfucking business. Shout out to my motherfucking nigga crying with all this motherfucking ice, man. How much you gonna charge me to ice out Jesus' teeth?
That's a good question, man.
Sergeant Dabney, thank you. You came down from Michigan just for this, right?
Yes, I did.
All right. I appreciate your years of service, and I'm glad you're here so we can talk. I guess they've been asking you about these cameras and things like that. Let's just tell it how it is. Nobody during this investigation ever went to pressure roll to check about the cameras, right?
Nobody.
All right. Nobody in this investigation ever went to AutoZone to check if the cameras were there.
No, he didn't.
Nobody went to the AutoZone that Cornelius Smith said he went to buy a car cover to see if there's a receipt or some surveillance or something like that inside the AutoZone, right?
No.
Okay. Those are things that would be important to try to corroborate a witness who obviously is the shooter in this case, to make sure he's not lying to you, right?
Yes.
And when people get caught, they generally lie to police. Is that uncommon?
Sometimes.
All right. Do people lie to get out of trouble?
Sometimes, yes.
Do people lie to cut deals?
Sometimes, yes.
Also, with regards to the area around Pressure World, it's a pretty busy area, right?
It is.
And you know there's those little MPD city cameras up and down that street, right?
There.
All right. And if you don't know, you don't know, but answer it this way. If Cornelius Smith and Angela Arnold had repeatedly told you all that Jook was the one that was calling the shots, and I think even in your report you guys said Jook's the mastermind, that would cause you to go interview Jook because that's an important piece of information, right?
Doing the investigation, yes.
Right. But As the lead detective, at no point during the investigation did we attempt to talk to Joe.
We hadn't made it that far, no.
We hadn't made it that far. Okay, it's been 4 years, and we know Joe died 2.5 years after the case. We know everybody had already been indicted within a few months of the arrest taking place, but we never went to talk to Joe. Even after Cornelius and Angela repeatedly said he was the mastermind. I think that's the phrase you guys used in your Operation Cookie Monster slideshow, right?
But I am going to object to this line of question is it relevant?
Of course it's relevant. He's a suspect. The reason I ask is these people have come in here and testified and said they're telling the truth. So if those people, they've testified that they're telling the truth. They talked about Mr. Govan here, they talked about Joke, and we can quibble about who's in charge or whose house or who whatever. But clearly, Joke was a suspect in this case.
Yes.
But he was never followed up with at all by Memphis Police Department at any point in this investigation, even though he died 2.5 years later.
Not at the time, no.
Okay. That's it. 1 second.
And oh yeah, before I get out of here, we know what happened to your partner Bobby Carter, Cornelius' partner Bobby Carter, that lived right across the street from you too. Now, they say he OD'd. That's what the story, that's what you want the people to believe, that Bobby OD'd. Nah, that's not how it happened. What about this right here? See, Cornelius and Bobby was tight, closer than you and Bobby. They was everyday hanging buddies. So after Cornelius murdered Dolph, you know he confided in Bobby. See, you couldn't control that. You couldn't control that, so that kind of spooked you out. So soon as what happens, let me tell these people that even though this happened before, Bobby OD before Cornelius even got arrested, right? The following in January, right? Bobby had already allegedly OD'd, but that's what I'm telling y'all. Bobby was a veteran. If you talking about what he did, what kind of substances he took. So make a long story short, Bobby mysteriously OD'd, right? Because Cornelius had already told him too much information, and he stayed across the street. Bobby got taken out because of the same thing. Another reason, when Bobby came back of that failed hit, a paper route woo, when you put the pistol in that didn't work in Cornelius' hand to go do a hit on paper route woo, and his gun jam. Yeah, Bobby said I ain't want nothing else to do with that, cause y'all boys sloppy as hell. See, Bobby had the information on the hits that you was trying to get paid for and find you somebody to put in that work. That's what Bobby Carter had information. So just to let you know that we still on your ass. And shout out to J4D, y'all. Yeah, because people don't like what you're doing on your side. You making all the people around you hotter than ever. And you already know the power of this social media. So you done spooked everybody out. Now you getting mad because you couldn't fall back and go spend time with your son before karma catch up with you, right? So and then look at your numbers everywhere. Look at all them real life street stars. These supposed to be the big boys. Ever since they still trying to get clout off of your ass. And these motherfuckers, I can make a video about something that ain't got nothing to do with Dolph or anything else and get more views than what you bringing in. Nah, it don't work like that, partner. People are sick of you. My name True. Like, share, subscribe, always support. Let's try to step up and donate to the channel more, y'all. This ain't easy, but it's fair. Cash App $ True Results #2. And for all the people like Kenny Nominus, my boy, can't forget about Corey Red, Verna Leasy, Clint, you know, everybody, man. I love y'all for what y'all do. Stay safe, stay true, and stay blessed. And you know, like I said, let's try to get our donations up a little bit. True. One love, y'all.
It's this shit right there. After the club, man. Little sneaker balls.